Welcome one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And before we get to the SSL Grand Finals, far out. It's going to be an amazing matchup between Marcus and T. We're going to have a little interlude, and it's going to be into this MLG game, once again from the best of. And it's between XI Gerbil, I'm just going to call him the Gerbinator, and VG Erosennin. I'm going to call him Erosennin. So Gerbil the Zerg, of course. Erosennin the Protoss. Go Protoss, you goose. We're going to see a PvZ here. Interesting matchup. Interesting to say the least. And we can see he's going to go for the old wall off early on. Notice these MLG maps do have this depot here, which is neutral, means anyone can kill it. Of course, nobody wants to kill it, because it's there to defend your ramp. In particular, to stop me, the Protoss, from warping pylons in to block XI Gerbil's ramp. Sorry, Gerbinator's ramp. So a very, very early scout, which is curious. I don't know what has caused this early scout, but you can see spawning pool has gone up first on 12. So pretty early pool. He's going to try the old mineral yang. And the nature of this is that you see he's done it there very successfully. So he's got his probe and he tries to mine, and because you know no two workers may mine the same patch at the same time. So if you start mining the patch just as your opponent's drone is about to mine the patch, he will actually not mine, he will bounce and try to mine somewhere else. And so you can just ever so slightly affect your opponent's ability to mine. But it's certainly very APM inefficient. It's not something that has a great deal of effect on the game, but early on, you know, there's not a lot to be done. And so, you know, every little bit counts. Extractor trick here. And regular extractor 2. 4 Zerglings being made early on in the piece. And the core d'accord is being made, so the wall off should be done just in... No. This zealot's going to be quite late. If these Zerglings head over straight away, they might even get in the base, but he did not know that. He does not know, so he does not send. He's too busy sending these linga-linga-ding-dongs to try to kill this probe. Meanwhile, these two are going to head over, but they're going to be too late. Zealot will finish off the wall off in time, and now he's going to chrono boost out the old warp gate research. Meantime, Gerb, the Gerbinator for short, is getting the old hatch. We're going to see how this game is going to develop. Just one gas so far, 2 though for the Tossolosser. And he's going to get another gateway probably. Yes, it is another gateway. So currently it's looking like 2 gates, a sentry being built. So looking like some 2 gate sentry action and an expansion probably on the way for our Protoss player. Ooh, how interesting. Zergling speed, of course, coming. It's a fairly standard thing to grab. You can see he is mining away, mine, and no structures since then, and now he's finally getting his pylon on the low ground, and he's going to kill this depot, because he is going to expand. But Gerbil sees it. Gerbil sees now the pylon, he knows exactly what's up. He sees 2 sentries, he sees the zealot, he sees the pylon, he knows exactly. I know what he try to expand. Unfortunately for the Gerb, there's not actually much he can do. He can't very well stop the expansion with just these 4 Zerglings, and he can't very well go all in just yet. What he can do though is use the fact that now he knows that he's safe for the time being, and he can get drones. You can see he's injecting. He has made nothing but drones except for those 4 Zerglings. It is all drones. So currently the units tab sees 28 drones to 27 probes. So both guys are in serious macro mode. 5 sentries now for mlgerossenninningerbil. And actually, he's quite saturated here at the nat, while remaining fairly unsaturated here at the main. Probably because, I mean, he's taken 2 gases at the main, and having had equal saturation. Oh, so some drones pop. Now he's looking more saturated, and you can see on the income tab he's actually now taken a legitimate harvester lead. He's also got a nice supply lead, 52 to 42. But now that Protoss base is up. The transfer of 7 probes is up, and here come the Lings. They take a couple of cannon shots, but no deaths just yet. Roach Warren on the way, and this match is just shaping up. It's about time though, I think. Zerg's been very passive, and I think if you're going to be this passive as Zerg, well, I mean, he's getting the Roach Warren in the lair, but I feel like a 3rd base is probably a good idea. But look at that, he's getting Ventral Sacks, so huge upgrade. Ventral Sacks, also known as Overlord drops. So Overlords are going to turn into drop ships, and they're going to be able to drop in this close air. They're going to be able to drop right here and just yank some Lings and Roaches into the main base. And not too much defense. I mean, he's defending his front with cannons, but not too much if you come in the back. It's all well and good having a big brick and padlock on your front door. If you leave your back door open, you could have a problem, man. You could have a problem. Robo Bay on the way. It's Colossus time. Ooh, these Zerglings just scouting. Maybe get a probe kill. No, they just die. Dead. Look at him. His little wing there. Anyhow, things are looking really tense now. The Zerg has got a really nice supply lead, but the Protoss actually has a harvester lead now, curiously enough. And a hallucinated Phoenix is going to go see what is up, and that is actually huge. Look at that. He sees this gang of Overlords, you know, with a crowd of Roaches underneath. He's probably got an idea of what is coming up. The Zerglings is going to chill out and see what's up. Does he actually know? Yes, so he's gathering Stalkers. Stalkers going to be able to shoot down those Overlords and deal with those Roaches, so they're like a double counter. He is going to go ahead with this drop, and he is even bringing his Queens. He is absolutely all in. He's even got his like macro Queens, so no more injects. You are completely all in. The Observer sees everything. I've seen it all. And actually, Gerbinator has seen the gang of Stalkers, and he's decided, look, I can't handle this. Look at this gang of Stalkers, he's totally ready for it, but he does send one. See, he sent an Overlord, an empty Overlord in the front, and now we can use Section 10s, but it looks like there's just going to be too many Roaches. And Immortal it will sit down, but he is going to go down, and look, this drop is just too strong. 115 supply to 64 now. 111 supply to 54. We're going to just keep reading out numbers. No, we're just going to watch. It is death. Units tab shows just 1 Immortal and a bunch of probes. This is death for you, my friend. Mlgerossennin, more like serotonin. I hate you. You suck. You're dead. You don't suck. You're much better than me, surely. But anyway, you're completely dead here. Half supply of your opponent. He's even spewing creep on your shit. So, you're dead. You're just so very dead. When you got a bunch of probes, but you actually don't have any units other than probes. Oh, I'm wrong. You have 2 Immortals and a few Stalkers, but from the high ground advantage with a bunch of Queens, a bunch of Roaches, he's going to kill the Nexus. You're just in big trouble with him. I think you know it. I think you know this. GG, you don't have a core. Including 3 gateways and a core. Some Zerglings are just gonna scout to see that you don't have any other secret sneaky deaky bases. But other than that, and he's even gonna grab that 3rd. Good call, Caro. Look at how many Roaches you've got. You've got all these, and then these reinforcements. Ugh, it's a nightmare. He's gonna drop again. He drops down here, away from the cannons. That'll work. No, he's actually just going to drop down and attack the front. He doesn't actually know. He can only see a blur. Can you see the blur? I'm actually finding the blur. Yeah, it's better when it moves. I can see it. So GD many roaches. 134 to 69 now the supply. I'm gonna go double speed because this is totally over. He's getting more immortals. Actually, 4 immortals is a lot when you're dealing with pure roach. But his opponent has decided, look, I've got my opponent in a position where he's totally dead and he knows the only option he has is to scramble to survive. So what I'm gonna do is sit back, abuse the fact that he has got to scramble, and I'm gonna win the game. He's even grabbing a spire. He's basically getting every tech possible. He's got a Hydra Den, a bunch of Hydras. He's getting a spire. The Protoss is grabbing a Stargate, rebuilding the main. Overlord's gonna see that. He's getting the Stargate, but I mean, with the spire going up, look, it's just such a lead. Such a lead for the Gerbinator. God, I never respected gerbils, but I think I will from now on. Scary animals. Scary animals when you put it in the context of this game. So Overlord's got a great scout of everything he can see. I mean, look, he's just... This army, you know, it's decent, but gee whiz, compared to this, nightmare, 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 nightmare. It doesn't matter that he's got like a perfect counter, namely Stalkers and Immortals and the odd Sentry. You don't counter like 186 food with just 94 food. 4th base on the way is going to be scouted. Very nice from Serotonin. But this game, I mean, I hate to use an Hydraism, but we're just waiting for mlgerossenninningerbil to leave at this point. He's even... No, sorry, I thought he had burrowed Zerglings. He just has Zerglings. They're not even bothering to burrow. Void Ray is on the way. And it's actually going to do well against all these roaches, but there are some Hydras. Well, there's 1 Hydra. There are 5 Hydras. I don't know where the other 4 went. They're just hanging around. I have no idea. Here comes the attack, though. So with Hydras and Queens, he should hold that off. He does have a Spire just in case. Oh, there are the Hydras. They're dropping and showing out. They're going to try and get some kills. They're going to get 0 kills. But the important thing is they're keeping the army in his base while he comes to the front, and boy, he's going to do some damage at the front with all these roaches. He's legitimately got like 50 odd roaches. Nightmare. This game's over. So some sick force fields, some serious good shots from the Immortals, but it's just not enough. Actually, he has held on. So I said like there's just not enough because I thought he had no chance, but unbelievable. Good force fields, high ground advantage, and those Immortals. He's actually held on. And I mean, he's still way behind, 170 to 102, but now with this Void Ray, these Stalkers, these Immortals, it's actually looking scary. And what he needs, the thing that he needs is a gerbil. He needs more Hydras. He needs a good Hydra count. You can see he's got 20 now. 20 Hydras, and they're going to make a considerable difference in this army. They can chew through the Stalkers, they can chew through the Immortals, and more importantly, they fire up. Void Rays have been successful on the basis of the fact that the roaches can't shoot up. Here come Hydras, awesome force fields once again. He's actually going to hang on just for now. These Hydras do so much damage. They do die quickly, but they do kill quickly. And the Queens are just spazzing. But the Hydras look like they're going to be enough. It's now 163. This, and he finally does it. So good hold here at the base, but he realized he just needs some Hydras to win the game. So well done.